Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about tracing your whys. So what do I mean by this? Oftentimes you have goals in life goals, and I think it's very important to trace your whys because you may be able to skip a few steps to get to your ultimate true goal in life. And I think this is very important because sometimes you are chasing things in a convoluted way, or your goals are not what you really want them to be. You can get to your goals and realize that this isn't what you want. You find this out early, or you can find this out later in life. There's a lot of misguided theories out there, and I think this is just very natural. One of the biggest I've seen from personal experience is that, oh, I want to make $1 million because if I make $1 million, then I can go on vacation for the rest of my life, and then I will be happy. And for whatever reason, the goal is it's set at $1 million, and you can't do it with 800,000 or 500,000, and that in itself is very misguided. And if you start doing research, and especially when you start reading travel blogs and learning how cheap it is to travel, depending on how you do things, things can be very different. And so it's very, very eerie how many people have these hardwired beliefs, and if I try and tell them about this, they won't change their mind. They'll think, okay, this is the only way I have to travel, and it won't be fun otherwise, and I want to stay in a hotel, and it's very sketchy or scary if I share a room with someone I don't know, and it has to be this way, otherwise I won't be happy. So I can go on and on about this, but let's get to the main point. I think the big thing though is that in terms of traveling, one thing I've heard a number of stories on is how a millionaire has finally achieved his wealth. He's finally sold his company, and lo and behold, he's on that island or he's on vacation, and after 2 months in or 3 months in, he's just so bored of it. He can only drink so many shots of whiskey, he can only drink so many beers, and he just gets so sick of sitting on the island or playing golf. And it is so, I mean, fortunately for you guys watching this video, I think generally speaking my audience is much more open-minded than the average person walking the streets. So for most of you guys, you're willing to open your minds, which is an awesome thing, and actually consider new perspectives. And unfortunately though, when I talk to people elsewhere, there's a difference because there's this inability to really think outside or accept a different perspective. So understand that, and yeah, long story short, just realize it and start following those whys. So for instance, if you want to if your final why, let's start from the beginning. If your final why is I want to have $1 million, is that really your final why? So let's begin from the start. I want to have $1 million. Why? Because I want to be able to travel the world and do nothing and just drink and do whatever I want. Well, why do you want to do that? So I don't have to do anything, and I think this will be the most fun, and I don't have to do boring or hard work. Well, therein lies the question of, well, why do you want to do this? Why do people always do that? They always come into the shot. I don't know why. But yeah, that kid. Well, you follow the shot. Why? You follow the reason. Why do you want to do this? Well, I want to do this because I want to eventually get to where I want in my lifestyle. Well, is that really what you want to do in your lifestyle? Is that truly what will make you happy, or is that truly what you want? And if happiness is your true desire, your true end goal, then you can cut out a lot of this and figure out what truly will bring happiness. And from my studies and my readings and books and having experienced and seen a lot of people, happiness does not have to come, and oftentimes it will not be guaranteed or come from sitting on a beach on vacation. I can't tell you how many millionaires, a great example is T. Harv Eker, who had all this money and just well, got sick of the sports cars and playing golf. But you know, I've seen a lot of people who are poor, or they have limbs, or they have this or that, and they are not they're not dissatisfied with life. They're very enthused and happy about it. So understand that. And on top of that, yeah, just start realizing that, and find your end goal. So for instance, let's say it's not finding happiness, it's just getting to this certain level of lifestyle. That can be fine, but you can start cutting out a lot of the crap to get there. You don't want to follow a convoluted journey where you are building up this business and ultimately it's you know, you spend 10 years of your life pursuing this just to get to that point, and then you realize that, like, okay, well, this isn't what I wanted, and you were miserable those 10 years when you were building that up. So that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later in my next video, and subscribe.